That's okay. We're live.
Hello, and we are live.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you this beautiful Saturday afternoon? And I know some people are still in the morning, which is amazing. We all work and thrive on different time zones, right?
Yes.
Today, I want to welcome you to another episode of Be Inspired to Be You. Yes, episode 36, right here in the house. I always try to bring you the best of the best. I have in the house with me today an accountant. Say that again, man. An accountant, right? We will still
Yep.
get to know why she's here, why she's into that digital business. So she is all the way from Canada, Ontario, Canada. And I want to say welcome, Sister Tito. Thank you so much for being on here today. Thanks for
Thank you.
honoring our invitation.
Thank you so much, Motsurayo, for having me here. I'm so
You
honored to be here today.
you are so
Thank
welcome.
you.
So, can we meet you? Who really is Tito? That is, if you have been coming across the page Tits Consulting, she is the beautiful face behind that page. So, let me ask you: can we know you? Can we meet you?
Sure. I guess that's why I'm here, right? You want
Mm-hmm.
to know me. People want to know me. They want to know the
Right.
face behind Tight Consulting. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As you've rightly introduced me, my name is Tito, and I live in Canada, Ontario, with my family. I'm a wonderful mother, wife of three wonderful, adorable children, teenagers. They're all teenagers. So, and I'm an accounting professional. And of course, I'm an entrepreneur. Thanks to digital business that turned me into a business owner overnight, as in, so that's just a wrap of me. Yeah, that's the wrap of me. Yeah. Thank you.
That is amazing. Thank you so much once again. And why I decided to bring you on is, being an accountant, you know what it takes, right?
Yep.
You are knowledgeable when it comes to wealth creation, when it comes to having multiple streams of income and what benefit that can be to you, right? But
Yep.
I want to ask, you know accountant, in a layman's understanding, we believe that you guys deal with a lot of money. Why? Why somebody like myself, being a teacher, we deal with a lot of writing and guidance and all of that, right? So tell me, what propelled an accounting professional to venture into the digital world?
Okay, so accountant will generally, let's say we deal with numbers, as in numbers. And of course, we most of us we love numbers. So yeah, you'll be wondering why did an just like you asked me, why will an accounting professional venture into becoming a business owner, right? So for me in particular, being a mother of three teenagers, like I rightly mentioned, my family is my number one why. That's the honest truth about it. My family is number one why. Myself, of course, I'm part of the family, but myself, I'm also a why to myself, as in a reason to go into the business. Then
Mm,
at the same time, you know how we all love to go on adventures, while we how we love to spoil ourselves. We love to go on destination, traveling and all, all those things put together. No, and of course we know our background, we know where we're coming from. For example, I'm a Nigerian by origin. We know where we're coming from. We have a lot of family back there that we assist in one way or the other. All this put together, we need money, we need funds to be able to manage all this, to connect all the dots. you know we want to live our life in our own terms. And of
mm,
course, as professionals, as salary earners, we thank God for that. It puts food on our table, it gives us the basic. But in order to be able to go as in further, to be able to extend our scope to all these things that I mentioned, we need a plan B, to support, to augment what we have. And that to me was the reason why we started, in quote, started looking for a plan B to do. So really, Andrew, that's like a summary of what really got me searching for a plan B, so to say. So I'll be
Thank you so much for, that really, you really spoke from the heart, you know.
yeah,
When you look at it, that you as an individual, me as an individual, every one of us needs to put ourselves into consideration, not just other people outside ourselves.
yeah.
It really means a lot. It really means a lot. So I want to ask you, that why do you think anyone at this time and age should consider uh, going for the online business?
Okay, so that's a good question that I get all the time. Online business, so many people wonder, what do you mean by online business? What does that mean? What does that entail? Because I'm just telling you what people tell me. I see almost everywhere I go now, I see people talking about digital business. What do you do? Yeah, like explained, why do we need a plan B? I've given some reasons why we need plan B. Now, these are plan A that we all have in our different areas of expertise. If you look at it look at it, it actually takes you away from the house. You have to go somewhere to make this happen, to do it. Like, I leave home in the morning, I come back in the evening. And of course, well, we thank God for COVID. Some of us have been able to work from home for a while, right? But at the same time, look at it this way. Look at the usual brick and mortar business. It will take you out of the house to do it, right? You always, then the fact is that if you have, well, little children, growing children, this is the time. You need to give them your time now. Like our adage says in our back home, that when a fish is hard, I want to say, it's just translate it in English, that when you need to fold a fish before it
It
gets
gets
hard, because once it gets hard, you can't fold it
difficult.
anymore. And that applies to our children. You need to nurture them when they are young, when they are still young. And how do you do this? You need to be home with them. You need to help them grow. You need to imbibe some cultures in them. You don't want them to hear these things from outside, to the outside world. You don't want them to hear it the wrong way. You want to teach them. You want to give it to them as in based on the examples or experiences you've had in the past. So, and that's why brick and mortar is good. But as a plan B, I feel if you go into an online business, for example, you will be able to still be home with your children. You'll be able to achieve all these dreams that I mentioned, like you having to travel, your destination places, you having to go out. This is summer now, you want to go out with your children, but if you have a brick and mortar business, you have to think and say, oh no, I have to be at work, I cannot go with you. But with this online business, you can carry with you anywhere you go, right? You can, anywhere you go, anywhere you find yourself, you can always do your business. You can always do your business. It doesn't take you away from your family. It doesn't take you away from your loved ones. You do it at your own convenience. You can even be in your bed and transact business. So to me, that's why online business is the way to go now. Because while you're still doing your plan A, your professional job, you can as well carry out your plan B, which in this case the digital business. You can also do it by the side without it interfering in any way with your professional, which is you and I. We are still at we are still doing our different professions, and we are able to run this online business. So to me, I feel it's a good match for almost everybody, because if you look at our community, for example, mention that profession that is not there. We have doctors in the house, we have nurses in the house, we have pharmacists, we have engineers, we have construction workers, we have, just mention it. There's no business that is not there, and if you look at it, okay, is it just blacks that are there? No, no, it's everywhere. It's a global business, you know? And so that's why it's interesting. You are in your house and it's like you have the whole global world in your hand, you know? You can transact business anywhere you are. You can have partners anywhere in the part of the world. So why not? Why not? So to me, that's why it's a good fit for everybody.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing this. Okay, if you're watching us at home on Moturayo Emily Digital Business page or on Teach Consulting Business page, now let me ask you, is this the first time you are coming across anything about this business? Maybe no. But have you taken any action yet? If yes, whoo! If not, this is for you today.
Yeah,
Are we asking you to come and do it? No. What we are telling you is check it out.
check it out.
If it is a fit for you. Guess what? I tell people on this page often that my business is not meant for everybody.
Nah,
It's not. It is meant for you when you are ready to change the narrative. When you are ready to say, oh, I just want to take my own dreams, my goals into my own hands. I'm
absolutely.
ready to assume the position of the driver of my dream. I want to determine how my future looks like. If you are that person, check it out. Go to www.teachconsulting incorporated.com, or you go to www.moturayoemily.com. Start your due diligence, right? And if you are joining us, we appreciate you.
Thank
Let's
you.
know where you are joining from. Yes, I can see you, Jenny Phil. Thank you so much.
Thank you
How
for
is
joining us.
Let's know what your thought about this is. So I want to ask you. Some people ask, digital business. It's something I would like. I want to have a business of my own, but I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I don't want anything that will consume more of my time. Right? I want you to explain further on this. Does anybody wanting to do this and has like a job right now, do they have to quit what they're doing to be a part of this business?
Okay, I love that question. Is because it is a common question that I get. Do you have to quit your business right before for you to join this job? Absolutely not. Like I am still my running my as in I'm still an accountant. I'm still working as an accountant. Motorayo, she's still a teacher and she's enjoying a profession. Likewise, I am enjoying my. That's to tell you, no, you don't have to quit it. And the question now is, can I cope with both of them? Doing my profession and doing this. The good thing is that the first thing I tell people is your mindset. What's your goal? What's your mindset? Always have a positive mindset to everything you do. You know, a mindset, a can do mindset. I can do it. Others are doing it. Why not me? And do you have to quit your business? Like I said, no, you don't have to quit your business. Because why? This is something that you can do anywhere you find yourself, like I mentioned earlier. And of course, you can just decide that in a day, I want to put 2 hours on my business, I want to put 3 hours on my business, and that's it. You manage your time, you fix your time, as in prioritize what you have to do, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And of course, like it's not a rat race, it's your business. You're going to have to own your business. You're going to have to do your business. But the truth is that, are you going to be doing this alone? Not at all. You have all the tools you need. You're going to be provided all the tools you need to do this business. And definitely, can you do it with your current profession? Absolutely, yes. You can do it with your current profession. So, another question I get is, do I need to have, okay, I'm an accountant right now. I don't know anything about online. I don't know anything about technology. And the answer is this: you do not have to be tech savvy in this business. You do not have to be tech savvy, because technology, as in you being tech savvy, is not a requirement. You having experience in online world is not an experience, is not a requirement as well. Because why? You will be trained. You have your own training portal that you're going to, is a personalized one that is for you, that to guide you on a step-by-step
Oh
manner.
yeah.
You decide your own pace. You're your own boss in this business. No, nobody's going to plan it for you. So yes, definitely you can do it. Everybody can do it. But is it for everybody? Like Mutuan rightly said, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, because it's not everybody that wants this kind of change. But has it changed our own lives? Yes, we are good example of a successful entrepreneur without prior experience. Can you imagine? So
Right.
yeah, I hope I've answered that question. Yeah,
Yes, you did. And let me say this. Right now, I am not teaching. Why? Because I waited until life taught me a very bitter lesson.
yeah.
Yeah, I waited until the most, unimaginable happened to me
Hmm.
before I thought of having a plan B, which is actually my plan A right now. Okay, now here is the thing. I relocated, got to where I was, got a good daycare for my children, got a job, three jobs in a day, right? I got to pick the one I wanted. And
Yeah.
guess what? I only worked there for three weeks before I
Absolutely.
resigned because
Awesome.
the ongoing Mr. P affected my children's daycare, right? And I the only option I had is to either come to work or resign. And
Hmm.
of course, our children, our family are
And number one.
always our priority.
Yeah.
Now ask me, have I seen this business before all this happened? Yes. I saw this business in September, got this job in October 20 of 2020, and I resigned November 11th of 2020.
Awesome.
Can you
Hmm.
see that? Yes. So don't wait until life happens. Have
No.
something on the side. Think of yourself and of your health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now you were saying something, Miss Tito, that though it's your business, if you're doing this business, if you come on board, it will be your business, but you are never in it alone.
Yeah.
This is because of an amazing program that we have,
Yeah.
which is the mentorship and personal coach and all
Yeah.
of that. can,
Yeah.
can you shed more light on this, please?
Okay, so coming in, like, thank you, Motoria, for that wonderful testimony about your progress, as in
Hmm.
what got you into the business, how you got into the business.
Hmm.
And I know we all have our different testimonies how we got into it. So to shed more light on you not being alone is, there's so many businesses out there that once you get in, it's like you're in an ocean. They will drop you in an ocean, and then you are left there alone to either float or sink. But the good thing about this business is that from day one, from day one, you are never going to be alone, like she said. You're going to have your own personal mentor, your personal coach, and these people they are all experienced. We are all experienced in this field. Because for us to come out and talk about this, we know what we're talking about. We are talking from example, from experience, right? So you're going to be attached to your own personal mentor, your personal coach. And what I love so much about this business, apart from that and the training, is that you are going to be in a part of a community that's growing. I remember when I joined in 2020, we're just a little bit over 80
70,000.
something thousand when I joined. But as of today, we are over 120,000 now in the community. So you can see how it's growing. And that tells you that for people to keep joining the business, starting their own business, empowering themselves, it means that they're finding value in it. It means that it's working for people, that people are saying they're inspired by other people's achievements, and they're coming in. And so that's why for this business, it's something, of course, before you jump into it, it's okay. Do your own due diligence. We all did our own due diligence before joining. Do your due diligence, come on board, get to know your mentor, get to know your coach, use all the tools available for you, because you have a lot of tools that are going to be privy to have. Use all the tools available for you. And one thing I tell people is that don't let anybody discourage you, right? because what you don't even know of, how can you decide on what you're not even aware of? So let's empower ourselves, let's be our own cheerleader. That's why I like to say that. Cheer up yourself. Nobody is going to cheer up somebody that just starting a business, for example. But when you become a champion, when you become a winner, everybody will come running and cheering you up. So as you start your business, be your own cheerleader. Encourage yourself, empower yourself, appreciate yourself, bring in your faith, you know, believe in yourself, be positive at all times. Know that if Motuayo is able to do it, if Tito is able to do it and they're doing it well, then why not me? But nobody is going to pamper you, as in, but empower yourself. Be positive that yes, I can do it. And can you do it? Yes, you can do it. And definitely, you're not going to be alone in it. You have hands around that will inspire, that will motivate, as in that will lead you. In case you have questions, there are people to go to and all. So, guys, come on board. Let's help you out.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Come on board, right? If you're not part of it, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah.
Check this out. If it is something that you can do. Sister Tito, as we are moving closer to the end of this business chat, I want you to, because that really gave me some that gave me some it was something I was really looking into. uh the legitimacy of this business. How legitimate is this business?
Okay.
So because that was something that really and almost held me back. I was like, okay, if I want to go back to Nigeria, let it be that I'm the one buying my ticket, right? I don't want anybody to fling me down there, right? And more so if you know where you're coming from. You got to be careful
Yeah.
about what you want to get yourself into. So
Yeah.
how legitimate is this business?
Okay, talking about legitimacy, in this part of the world, in the Western world, I would drill down to Canada and, of course, US, everywhere in the Western world generally. You know that if something is not legitimate, the government will go after the business, as in they will shut it down. But for example, this business, for example, is a business that at the end of the year, you get your in Canada, for example, you get your T4A, which is what you use to file your tax at the end of the year. Tell me, Muturayo, if this is not legitimate, who on earth will give you a T4A? You know, so it's not. It's a legitimate business. It's all registered, as in, like me. I'm already incorporated. So that means the government knows about my business, right? And then at the end of the year, I file my tax. So that alone to me tells me something that yes, this is legitimate, right? And also, what I tell people is that before you come in, do your checks and balances. You know, do whatever check you want to do. Then you find out more about the business. You find out more about what you want to venture into. You cannot go into something that you don't know about, right? You need to find out about, you need to ask questions. But at the same time, you cannot even ask questions if you don't even check out. And that's why we're telling you right now that to know about this, you need to at least check it out. Once you check it out, you'll be able to learn more about this business. You'll be able to do your due diligence. And of course, is it legitimate? It's not a scam? Is it legitimate? Of course, yes. I get T4A at the end of the year to file my tax. If whether you're self-employed or you're incorporated, you get T4A to file your tax in Canada. And of course, the same thing applies in other countries like US, UK, Australia, everywhere. So you get your government issued receipts. So definitely, yes, it is legitimate. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. And one thing I tell people is even for you to do this business, you've got to be legitimate. You've got to be a legit person to be
Yeah.
here. If you are maybe you're not, you know, legally a resident wherever you are, you cannot even venture into this.
Yeah.
So that is how legitimate this business is. So as we move to the end, I'll give you two questions that you can two in one question. So tell us, what is your favorite part of this business? And two, some people are still skeptical because they want to know, do they need to go through like maybe a 3 month certification course or anything like that? Do they need to have a particular skill to get on board?
Okay, so I'll take the later question first. That do they need a particular skill? Do they need to go maybe go for a 3 month, 4 month training? No, you don't have to. And that's where our training comes in. So our training is a portal that you get to you to be created for you, and you have your own personalized password to access it, and you can go through at your own time, at your own convenience. It's not a regular four-wall training that you sit down for hours, for days to go over. It's something that at your own time you can decide when you want to go check out your training. So definitely no, you don't need that. And do you need to what kind of, some people ask me again, that what kind of tools do I need to run this business? And the good thing, the answer is that you don't need any spare tool. The tools you need are already in your possession. And what are these tools? Just simply your phone, your laptop, and your Wi-Fi. Why don't you make more use, put these things into more use, and generate income from them? So to me, that's what how I find it so interesting that something I already have can generate me income. Why not? Let me give it a trial. So I just ask the question, what is the best part of this business for me? Honestly, the best part of this business for me is the convenience. The convenience and the fact that you have something to fall back on. And I will give you an example to round this off. So I have a friend's aunt. She used to work in, I'm not going to mention the company, in the US. Okay. So, of course, she's like in her late 50s. She worked for years, of course, the better part of her youthful age, or up until that age. During the COVID, she was laid off. They gave her a package, but of course, you and I know that no matter the package they give you, it's still going to kill you. It will be depleting, because nothing is being added to it, right? So meanwhile, this is somebody that I've spoke to about this business before, but when this now happened, she now came to me and said, "Oh, I think I want to check it out now because blah 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 happened to me." So of course, I put her through the process, and she became a business owner. Now she's like, "Oh my goodness, I wish I had known that, I had listened to you earlier. I wish I had done this earlier. I wouldn't be where I am today." And I told her, "No, no, no, don't be wrong. There's no right time, there's no wrong time. At least the fact that you still are in the business right now, that's a plus for you." So I like that part of it, that it's something that is yours. Nobody's going to lay you off from it. It's yours, right? And it's convenient. You can do it at any way. If you love to travel. You can still carry your business with you. So I really love that part. It's really flexible. And to wrap it up, the training part I also love, because it's also a plus for our children. Our children, there are some areas in it that our children can actually learn from, like the presentation part. There's so many things that they share there that can even help our children, even in school, when they get to high school, universities. So these are some of the extra plus, that I see, apart from, of course, the multiple streams of income that we have, especially now with the new introduction of multiple other business ventures that they introduced. So I just love it. I love it for those things. So it's something that you see yourself doing for a long time, and you can call your own. So that's, for me, is why. And I just ask I encourage people to at least check it out first before you say no to it. Just check it out. It doesn't cost you anything, right? Yeah. I cannot hear you. You are muted, I think. Yeah.
Thank you. I said thank you so much for that, because I can just be here and listen to you over and over again. My dear people watching us, or you're going to be catching up on this replay, what excuses are you giving yourself? I said it before that I used to be in my own way, but I'm no longer in my own way. Are you still in your own way? Are you still giving yourself unnecessary excuses? Now is the time to wake up. Wake up to your dream. Have a flashback to what you told yourself you're going to achieve in the year 2022. How far have you gone? right?
Yeah.
So, if you want to start something, there is no right time. It is never too late, right? You can start doing your due diligence now. Check it out. For this business, we have our webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
Yep.
5 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. CST, and 8 p.m. EST. And if you are outside of any of these three time zones, convert those times to your time zone. And guess what? If you're unable to attend, we have the replay for you all the time.
Yep.
How do you get your seat secured? Check on any of these URLs, right? Check on it. www.tids consulting inc, right?
Yep.
.com. Put your name and your email, or you go to www.moturayoemily.com. Your name and your email, and we will send you all the information you need, right? So
Yep.
on this note, I want to ask you, what is the last your last word for someone that still think that all this noise they are making, all this talk about digital business, it is never possible to make financial stability working online or breakthrough? What is your advice?
Well, what I would just say is that, well, the honest truth is that such a person that still has that behind his or her mind, the truth is that the person will not know until he or she checks it out. You know, and the point is that never underestimate yourself, because some people are actually like, I'm not sure I can do all these things that she's talking about. Does it mean that I have to come up online like this and do such a thing? No, but you don't have to do this, right? So, but never underestimate yourself. Always let your why drive you. You should have it.
Mm,
I'm sure you have dreams, you have aspirations, right? Let that be your drive. And of course, like I mentioned before, hold on to your feet, you know, and be your own cheerleader. And that's what I would say. Don't
thank you.
listen to hearsays, don't listen to other people, because definitely, no matter what you do in life, some people are out there, they will always discourage you. But you know what? Once you log in, once what you see in your own business, in your own and on your own in your own profession, other people are not privy of that information. So they may discourage you, but be your own cheerleader. Don't worry. Once you become a winner, once you start and you see yourself going high, then those people, they will be the same people that will
Mm-hmm.
run coming to you. How
Right.
did you do this? Where did you get this? How did you start this? Can you put
Mm-hmm.
me through this? So
Mm-hmm.
just be your own cheerleader. And remember, it's not a rat race. It's not. Run your own race, do your own business, and with God on your side, you shall soar high.
Amen. Thank you so much for being on. And on this note, we want to say thank you for honoring our invitation. I want to say we need more of you here. We need, I know we did not hear everything we need from you. We are playing a return match on you.
Yeah.
So sometimes very soon, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you for
And on
having
this
me.
note, yeah, you're welcome. We want to say thank you for being on to everybody that was able to make it in. We want to say feel free to share this either from my page or from Tito's page. Feel free to share to whoever needs to hear this, but is not here now. If you'll be catching up on the replay, let's know your thought as well. And on this note, remember to enjoy yourself. Remember to have your you time, my me time. And we will
Yeah.
see you on the next episode of Be Inspired to Be You. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Yeah.